listening to The Wayne Hall Show, where information meets music, meets music, meets music.
I bet you didn't know it, but I'm still in love with you, and I can't get you out of my mind. I really didn't show it, but I'm still in love with you, baby. No matter how hard I try. But if I had the power, I would turn back time. Every minute, every hour, till I make you mine. No, me never feel this way before. Never felt this way before. If I had the power, I would turn back time. Me still see your face in the morning when I wake up, cause everything is not the same since we break up. Used to love to see you put on your makeup. Kiss me then you leave, cause you never want late up. Table turn, now when you're right for break up. Court I turn the sentence, me have a face up. Right I know, girl, I still you me rate up. That's why me have to tell you straight up. And if I had the power, I would turn back time. Every minute, every hour, till I make you mine. Oh, no, me never feel this way before. Never felt this way before. If I had the power, I would turn back time. Cause every time you see you, you look sweeter than the very first time that me meet you. Heart I accelerate like a cheetah. Me have the thing where you need, girl, see ya. Such a fool, me want to ever make you leave me. Me shoulda never make no try to deceive me. Deep down in my soul, you know it grieve me. Me not pretend, me genuine, please believe. If I had the power, I would turn back time. Every minute, every hour, till I make you mine. No, me never feel this way before. Never felt this way before. If I had the power, I would turn back time. Yeah. Cause if I knew then what I know now, we'd never be apart. Cause everyone needs forgiveness. You got it in your heart. Cause all I need is one more change. The future is ours, so take a stance. I'm giving you my heart. It's right here in my head.
Put up the tune! Put up the tune!
Wayne Hall, you're not easy at all.
Right now. Whoa, yeah. I bet you didn't know it, but I'm still in love with you, and I can't get you out of my mind. I really didn't show it, but I'm still in love with you, baby. No matter how hard I try. But if I had the power, I would turn back time. Every minute, every hour, till I make you mine. No, me never feel this way before. Never felt this way before. If I had the power, I would turn back time. Me still see your face in the morning when I wake up, cause everything is not the same since we break up. Used to love to see you put on your makeup. Kiss me then you leave, cause you never want late up. Table turn, now when you're right, but break up. Court I turn the sentence, me have a face up. Right I know, girl, I still you me rate up. That's why me have to tell you straight up. And if I had the power, I would turn back time. Every minute, every hour, till I make you mine. Oh, no, me never feel this way before. Never felt this way before. If I had the power, I would turn back time. Cause every time me see you, you look sweeter than the very first time that me meet you. Heart a accelerate like a cheetah. Me have the thing where you need, girl, see ya. Such a fool me was to ever make you leave me. Me shoulda never make no threats if you deceive me. Deep down in my soul, you know it grieve me. Me not pretend me genuine, please believe. If I had the power, I would turn back time. Every minute, every hour, till I make you mine. No, me never feel this way before. Never felt this way before. If I had the power, I would turn back time. Yeah. Cause if I knew then what I know now, we'd never be apart. Cause everyone needs forgiveness, you got it in your heart. So all I need is one more change. The future is ours, so take a stance. I'm giving you my heart. It's right here in my hand. Oh yeah. Every minute, every hour. Oh. No, me never feel this way before. Never felt this way before. If I had the power, oh, I would turn back time. If I had the power, hey, oh, no, me never feel this way before. Never felt this way before. If I had the power, I would turn back time. Yeah. I bet you didn't know it, but I'm still in love with you.
Wow. If I had the power, I would turn back time. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the first edition of the Wayne Hall Show for the year of our Lord 2023. How are you doing, my friends? How is everyone? I want to welcome you all. It's a pleasure to be here. As always, you know what I mean? King Tub, good night. Pat Morgan, how are you? Venice Bowie, okay. Good to see you all, okay. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I got to shout out a few platforms. I got to say, it's my first shout out for 2023. Can you believe it? I have to make sure I don't make a mistake and say 2022, but just like that, we're in 2023. I want to say happy birthday to Joel. All right. I hope Joel is listening, man. Joel, happy birthday, brother. Keep on growing so awesome, you know. Keep on making mama proud. Also want to shout out Venice on the check-in. How are you, Venice? Yes. So, boy, we had a whirlwind of a Christmas, or so it feels. It's like 1 minute, we're looking forward to the end of the year, and the next thing you know, it is the 4th of January, 2023. So good evening again, and welcome everyone, wherever you are listening. If you are on Linkage Radio, 101.7, 104.5 FM in New York, I want to say a special good evening to all my audiences this evening, okay? So shout out to Linkage. All right, Linkage Radio audience. HypeFM, Frankie Lex, Happy New Year, everybody. Yes, I need to say that too, right? Happy New Year. It's good to see everyone. Yep, good to have everyone. And Frankie Lex and the crew, big up. Clark TV Network, Mr. Chester Clark and the gang. Happy New Year. Viscosity Blend, Rupi T and the crew. Yeah, man. Good to see you all right? Good evening and welcome. Yes. So I also want to shout out Island Worldwide, the power of music, out the Sutherlands. Happy New Year to you and your audience. Reggaevibes Radio. Happy New Year to you and your audience. Want to say Happy New Year to Yardflow TV viewers. Yes. Want to say Happy New Year. All right. Happy New Year to Energy Radio 1 and the listeners there, man. Mr. Fenton Troy, Happy New Year, sir. Happy New Year to everyone listening on Energy Radio 1 right now. YouChooseRadiocom.com. I want to say big up to DJ VJ Smiles. And then Ras Dougal, Kimon Hall, and everybody else over there at You Choose Radio. Happy New Year. All right. Okay. Big up to Fresh FM Radio. Rudy Page and the crew. Happy New Year to Rudy and the entire British gang over there. Maybe you won't like me saying gang. To the crew, the team. Right, Rudy? All right. We want to shout out viewers now. Those watching and listening. All right. Mixcloud. If you're on Mixcloud, hello. Happy New Year to you. If you're on Restream, hello. Happy New Year to you. YouTubers. Hello to my YouTubers. Welcome. Happy New Year. IG. Big up on yourself over there, so IG. Instagram viewers, bless up. And if you're on the WayneHallShow.com, hello. Thank you for checking out the Wayne Hall Show. While you're there, purchase your tickets for my 10th anniversary event on March 25th. And you know what? Down the road, I'll be giving away tickets, man. I'll just be giving away tickets. Yeah? That don't mean you're not going by. I'll only be giving away about 4 or 5. It's not a big place, so you got to get your tickets early. Yeah, make sure you're in. Make sure you're in, you hear me? God said, I never warn you, you know. All right. So we kicked it off, man, with a song that I like to have played a lot right here on the Wayne Hall Show. Andrew Casanova, Turn Back Time. We don't want to do that. We're going to enjoy 2023. You know, in fact, in 2023, we'd like to spend a little time in paradise with you. Let me shout out Facebookers again. Carmen Williams, good evening and welcome, Carmen. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year, Pat Morgan. Happy New Year, Venice Bowie. Happy New Year, King Tub. All right. Bless up, everyone. Wherever you are hearing this voice or looking at me, good evening. Welcome. Happy New Year from the entire Wayne Hall Show family.
Remember the song used to make you rock away.
Atlanta, can you imagine? It's been 10 years. The Wayne Hall Show, where information meets music, is celebrating its 10th anniversary. On Saturday, March 25th, 2023, from 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. at Legomere Restaurant and Event Hall. Live performances by Mellow Groove Band and poet Maxine Lyons. Music by DJ Code Rise. Pre-sold tickets $50, at the door $55, which includes dinner. Get tickets now at thewaynehallshow.com. Powered by VIP Socio. Or you can call 917-892-4607 or 678-431-9390. The Wayne Hall Show celebrates its 10th anniversary. Saturday, March 25th, 2023 at Lake Ramire Restaurant and Event Hall. Located at 706 Grayson Highway in Lawrenceville, Georgia. Everyone is invited to come out early and enjoy the celebration. It's the Wayne Hall Show's 10th year anniversary.
Na 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 na.
Na 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 na.
Pull up the tune!
All right, it's a little slow. It's a little slow. Here we go. A little quicker. That was too slow. Let's go.
Na na na
Na na na na na.
na 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 na. Na 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 na. My sweet little baby girl, you really, really rock my world. Anytime I see you smile, you make me wanna dream just like a little child, yeah.
I like the way you look at me. You tickle my fantasy. Anytime you call my name, I feel it's real. It ain't no game.
'Cause I love you, and I need you, and I want you to know. When I touch you, and I hold you, I can't let you go. I wanna know what it feels like to spend my nights with you. To see that morning sunrise in your eyes come through. I wanna know what it feels like to kiss you every day. To hold you in my arms, come what may. Na 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 na. In my
We're going on the town tonight to dinner by candlelight. I wanna show the world that you're mine. You look so good, you blow my mind.
I wanna be by your side. We're gonna walk down the aisle. In the sunset we'll fly away. I know it's gonna be, and that's okay.
Cause I love you, and I need you, and I want you to know. When I touch you, and I hold you.
You are listening to The Wayne Hall Show, where
I wanna know what it feels like to spend my nights with you, to see that morning sunrise in your eyes come through. I wanna know what it feels like to kiss you every day, to hold you in my arms come what may. Na 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 na, in my paradise with you. Na 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 na. It feels so nice with you. Na 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 na. In my paradise with you. Na 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 na. It feels so right with you. I want you, I need you, forever. Girl, I love you, I'll never leave you, never, never, never. Na 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 na, na 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 na.
That's right, the sound of Donovan and Donna Maria with Paradise with You. Once again, I want to say good evening, welcome, Happy New Year. Big up the birthday boy Joel, and Happy New Year to you, Wendy. Hi, Wendy, how are you? How are you? All right, good. Now, continue with the music. Just want to let you know we have Anthony Turner. He's going to talk to us on something in the entertainment business. I never can guess Anthony, man. And then after that, we have Reggaevibes Media's own Mr. Nitty-Phonic, DJ Marlon himself. We're going to reflect on Intimate with Buju Banton and Beres and starring, yes, with some other great players, man. We're not talking about the Taurus Rileys enough, right? Lost, etc. But we're going to talk with DJ Marlon here at 8:45 about Intimate. He went to cover it. We're going to get it from his perspective. And I'm sure Anthony will have something to say about Intimate as well. What do you think? Also, ladies and gentlemen, later we have Miss Janice Mcintosh. And she has put, her hat in the runnings to represent the Southeast Global Diaspora, Southern United States. So we're going to talk to her about her candidacy, the state of our diaspora. And it's something I want us to start paying more attention to, ladies and gentlemen. We are part of a diaspora that, our homeland needs us to be active, productive, and positive. So, we take pride. We're going to take a whole lot of pride in 2023, highlighting the diaspora. Here we go. More music for you. This one is entitled Crazy Love by Vanessa McLean.
What you doing to me? Sure, man, take it easy now.
What? Wayne Hall, you're not easy at all.
Surprise, surprise. When you said to me, what do you like? What do you like? I said, me not like you, like you. I love the ocean side, but how was I to know? How was I to know? I would have fallen. You would have fallen. I didn't see it coming. Me had a question myself, but it's a love, crazy love, different kind of love, crazy love, crazy love. Walk up to the data, romantic, pop me in a corner, post big kiss, ease up man, me can.
No, sir. Vanessa getting on bad right about now, right here. 20 minutes past the hour on the Wayne Hall Show. Brand new music. Vanessa McLean, let's hear it.
What you doing to me? show, man. Take it easy now.
Happy New Year to Rhonda Phillip.
My eyes, and he took me by surprise. Then he said to me,
Happy New Year, Marva. Welcome. Good to see you.
I said, me no like you, no like you. I love the ocean side, but how was I to know? How was I to know? I would have fallen. You would have fallen. I didn't see it coming. Me had a question missing, but it's a love, crazy love, different kind of love, crazy love, crazy love. Walk up to the data, romantic, pop me in a Ghana, post me. From the drink, count 1, 2, 3. Me a feel it gas in your bad mind start, yeah. Worries are down, over the low, So they must be dreaming. Then it took me by surprise. The only thing I could ever see was the differences in us. But the things we had in common was more than our differences. It's this kind of love, and it's a crazy kind of love, and it's a different kind of love, crazy love, and it's romantic. Pop me in a Ghana, post speakers. He's up, man, he can't handle this. He know me heart, me was up to it. War for the Ghana, not the lucky data. Wake up from the drink, count 1, 2, 3. Me a feel it gas in your bad mind start, yeah. Worries are down, over the low, You should have warned me about this different kind of love. Different kind of love.
That's right. Crazy Love, says Vanessa McLean. Brand new music here on the Wayne Hall Show. All right. Again, shout out to everyone, everywhere. Happy New Year, man. It's good to be here on this side of the new year, you know? And be here to just do what we do. Don't forget, March 25th. All right? I won't let you live it down. No, you will not. There it is. The Wayne Hall Show 10th anniversary. Legomere. Get your tickets at thewaynehallshow.com. All right? It doesn't hold 10,000 people, so you might want to get your tickets early, because I promise you a nice, classy, enjoyable, awesome night to thank the good Lord and supporters for 10 years in the community. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got to shout out the Rasta man himself, Mr. Asante Amen, down there in Kingston, JA. The man got a hot new single. Playing this one, sending this one out to Miss Venice Bowie. Here we go. More brand new music. Love is where you find it. Asante Amen. Let's go.
What's this magic that I feel inside? So exciting when I'm close to you. When I'm touching you, I can feel it come alive. Hypnotized by what's inside of you. Oh, we're just strangers. We know each other. I'm so glad we found each other. Love is is where you find it. Put your heart inside it. There is no rhyme or reason. It just comes and makes you weak. And girl, we must believe it. What our hearts are feeling. Love is where you find it. What's this mystery I've been captured in? I can feel the glow of love touching on my skin. When I'm close to you, there's a feeling from deep within. Only happens when I'm lying here with you. Oh, we're just strangers till we know each other. And I'm so glad, look what we've discovered. Love is where you'll find it. Put your heart inside it. There is no rhyme or reason. It just comes and makes you weak. And girl, we must believe it. What our hearts are feeling. Love is where you find it. Anywhere, anywhere.
Is that true? Love is where you find it? Even on a two-way street. I found love on a two-way street. Love is where you find it. Asante, amen. Yes. Are you checking out the lyrics?
Love is where you're gonna find it. Put your heart deep inside it. There is no rhyme or reason. It just comes and makes you.
Put up the tune! Put up the tune!
Somebody said to take it from the top. Somebody's. I wonder if somebody has found love. I wonder if somebody found some love somewhere. Yeah? Want to shout out Marjorie Hamilton. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year, Mr. Fowlin.
So exciting when I'm close to you. When I'm touching you, I can feel it come alive. Hypnotized by what's inside of you.
I love it.
Oh, we're just strangers. We know each other.
Happy New Year to Susu with love. And everyone on Instagram, Happy New Year. Welcome.
Where you find it. Put your heart inside it. There is no rhyme or reason. It just comes and makes you weak. And girl, we must believe it. What our hearts are feeling. Love is where you find it. Woo. What's this mystery I've been captured in? I can feel.
Let me tell you, nothing like discovering love, right? Nothing like fresh love, new love, young love. What I say, hot like 90 love. Oh boy, love is where you find it. Sometimes it's the last thing on your mind. You probably just jumped on a cruise with some friends, and next thing you know, you come back home off the cruise. You're so in love. You took a little vacation with the boys or with the girls, and next thing you know, you're back in love. So in love, you're going to take the next trip by yourself. Love makes us do crazy things. But you know what I say about love? When you're in love is when you do everything love. You got to do it while you're in love. When you do things and make the right decisions when that love is intense, it's almost like a wave. It gives you enough after that through life to just ride everything, you know? But you got to seize that moment of that indescribable, whatever it is, but we know it as love. Right. Yeah, we got to seize it. We got to seize it. Look at me being a philosopher right here. Oh boy, gotta shout out everyone, man. Just glad to have an audience this evening. So many other things you could be doing on a Wednesday, but here you are, chilling out with Wayne Hall. And you know, we gotta say Happy New Year to Auntie Zad. Happy New Year, Miss Charmaine. Welcome. You know, yes, man. Yes. So we got lots of nice new music that we're playing. And we got some more to go. All right here on the show. We're standing by for Anthony Turner. You know, in a minute he'll be hot on the burner. All right, here we go.
Remember the song used to make you rock away.
Atlanta, can you imagine? It's been 10 years. The Wayne Hall Show, where information meets music, is celebrating its 10th anniversary. On Saturday, March 25th, 2023, from 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. at Legomere Restaurant and Event Hall. Live performances by Mellow Groove Band and poet Maxine Lyons. Music by DJ Cold Rise. Pre-sold tickets $50, at the door $55, which includes dinner. Get tickets now at thewaynehallshow.com. Powered by VIP Socio. Or you can call 917-892-4607 or 678-431-9390. The Wayne Hall Show celebrates its 10th anniversary. Saturday, March 25th, 2023 at Lake Ramere Restaurant and Event Hall. Located at 706 Grayson Highway in Lawrenceville, Georgia. Everyone is invited to come out early and enjoy the celebration. It's the Wayne Hall Show's 10th year anniversary.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, the Wayne Hall Show 10th anniversary, March 25th. Yes, it's going down on March 25. It's a Saturday, 7 p.m. Legomere. Please get your tickets, thewaynehallshow.com. And I'm promising you a classy, awesome evening of entertainment and just having a good time. Just to celebrate, you know, give thanks. All right? So looking forward to seeing you there. Anthony Turner is hot on the burner, ladies and gentlemen, for the first eReport in 2023. It gives me great pleasure to say good evening and welcome, sir. How are you?
Yes, sir. Happy New Year. How is everything? How was 2022?
Boy, looking at it in the rearview mirror, I have to say 2022 was awesome. 22 was a fantastic year. I had an award in 2014 for radio. I'm talking radio now. And never had another one until about 2018. And then this year, the big one, 2022. So it was great. And then on a personal note, outside of radio, the Teacher of the Year. So it was a great year for me. We had some good trips. The family stayed healthy, man. It was great. How about you, looking back at 2022, the big picture?
Yeah, man, it was a very prosperous and productive year. I know since the pandemic, some folks have struggled to survive and to prosper and to thrive. But, I mean, to be honest, Wayne, I think I've done more business since we've had the pandemic than before the pandemic.
Wow.
You know, and I mean, you have some doors that have closed because, as you know, I mean, prior to the pandemic, we did a fair amount of events, so we've lost some of that revenue, but other opportunities have presented itself. So we have to give thanks because nothing is promised. So we definitely have to give thanks. The family is good. And, last year I traveled to Jamaica like 3 different times.
Yes, I know.
And, Jamaica is definitely a lot of fun. Did I speak to you since I was in Jamaica?
Yes,
okay.
Yes, okay. Yes. You had just gotten back. And we talked. Yeah, you brought us up to speed with some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Man. So it was a great year, and events are kind of coming back on stream. Moving in the Park looks like it's going to happen.
Okay,
this year.
Nice.
So hopefully it's another great year.
Mm-hmm.
And we just need good health, and that's the most important thing. If you have good health, then everything else is a bonus.
I know, Anthony. Good health and peace. I tell you, those are my two things. Good health and some peace, peace of mind. Just being chill, So that's right, man. But entertainment wise, it was really a good year. Was it last year we had that big Beres show on YouTube, or was it the year before? Time is flying.
But I think it may have been
early in the year last year, right?
2021. Yeah.
Okay, 2021.
2021.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, time is flying.
And then last year, we had Beres really shut the place down. He actually did 4 shows in New York. In New York, and all of them were sold out. And as you see, he went back home to Jamaica, and the Beres Buju show was off the chain. I mean, they're saying it's definitely one of the biggest shows that has ever happened in Jamaica. I know the original Buju, Long Walk to Freedom, that kind of took the cake. And I was in Jamaica when Burna Boy performed, and that was, I tell you, I've never seen a show promoted so heavily. And the anticipation, I mean, if you talk to anybody, they may tell you that, boy, I don't know 2 Burna Boy songs, but everybody and them cousin wanted to go to that show.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was just the curiosity factor, or it was just, people just wanted to see him perform. But I didn't go, but it was, it turned out to be a good show, and that was the yardstick. Because I tell you, that was drowning out the whole promotion at the Beres Buju show. But I guess once that was done, they stepped up their promotion.
Yeah.
Definitely, from the reports I saw, it was a great show. So I have to say kudos to Jabba and Butterfucker.
Yeah.
They seem to have put on a great show. And now we're getting ready for the 3rd big event at Plantation Cove in St. Anne.
Yes. Rebel Salute.
I'm hoping to be there this year, and the lineup it's impressive. One of the things I must say, Wayne, is that Beres and Buju, and they've kind of changed the template, and somebody was saying it's a template that Groovin have used over the years, where traditionally in Jamaica, when you have these big events, you have 30 artists or more. And I mean, when Buju came back on the Long Walk to Freedom, it was a small cast. Of course, Buju was the main focus and the main feature, but then you had, obviously Beres performed and Wayne won and a couple other folks, but it wasn't 40 artists.
Right.
And then this show, the Burna Boy show, it kind of used that same template where it's just a few artists. So each artist gets an opportunity to perform for a much longer time. This last Beres Buju show, it was a similar thing. And I mean, Tony Rebel, he still has that old reggae sunsplash template where it's a lot of artists. And I'm not saying anything is wrong with it, but maybe it's a time to kind of rethink, because you have this long list of artists, then you have all the different band changes, and then artists sometimes need to get paid. So Groovin in the park, they've kind of used a 5-6 artists for the most part, so each artist get a chance to perform for long. So but the lineup looks impressive. I'm looking on the lineup on the Friday night, Big Mountain. It has Rodney Price, who of course we know, Bounty Killer. Tony Rebel, Third World, Youngster.
Yes.
Kabaka, Pyramid, Lady G, Dwayne Stevens, Louis Culture, Pluto Shervington, Glenn Washington. It's a lot of artists, a lot of quality artists. Highway in Capleton, Sanchez. Should be interesting.
Wow.
Sanchez.
Yes.
Moses Davis, Octane. Even from New York, there's Niger Boy.
Mm-hmm.
So, so it's a good lineup. Terry Linen.
Oh.
George Nooks. So, yeah. And so it's January 20th to 21st. And it's at Plantation Cove. I know there are major traffic issues with the Buju Beres show. So hopefully, Tony would have learned from some of those mistakes that were made, so that the traffic doesn't prove to be another nightmare.
But hasn't Rebel Salute, don't they have a reputation for being one of the consistently decent shows in terms of everything they handle, all the logistics, the artists, the location?
Yeah, man. I mean, the last one I was at in 2019, I was just talking to somebody a few minutes ago and say, it wasn't, there's always going to be lines to get in. So,
yes.
But it wasn't an exceptionally long line that going to take you. I mean, for the Beres Buju show, people were stuck in traffic for 4, even upwards of 5 hours. The most I can remember for the last 2019 was maybe an hour at most. And getting out to the park was a breeze. They handle the logistics really well. So hopefully it's going to be much, of the same for this new event on January 21st.
Nice.
But I'm looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward to seeing what Niger Boy does, because he's that visually impaired 21-year-old singer. And has been doing very well. And, this is his first time performing in Jamaica. He's excited, so let's see how that fares.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing him, seeing the highlights too, hearing how he does. Yeah.
But the calendar, the entertainment calendar looks good. A lot of things are happening. Richie Stevens has a brand new song with Sanchez.
Yeah.
That. I mean, they've been teasing it, and I talked to Richie earlier. They're saying, boy, it's getting a lot of traction. People are saying they're happy to see, Sanchez back recording again and, doing great songs. And I know there were complaints about him not recording original songs. So I think he's silencing critics with this new song, Double for My Troubles.
Okay. All right.
Combination.
Yes.
Back to the days of when you had Dennis Brown and John Holt, or Dennis Brown and the combination songs, some of the great combination songs that we've had over the years. So so that's what is happening. Last thing before I go, just want to mention, I was seeing, it was kind of last year news, they were talking about streaming, and Sean Paul, he was the most streamed dancehall artist for 2022. I mean, 407 million views on YouTube over 12 months. That's impressive.
Yes.
So we definitely have to say congratulations.
Why do you think that is? What's his formula?
Well, Sean has consistently, he has not only, unlike some of our other reggae dancehall artists, they may have 1 or 2 crossover hit songs, but Sean, since he has kind of come on the scene, he has been consistent and delivering quality songs, and he has a huge fan base globally. So, it's not a 1-hit thing or a 2-hit song. And he gets played on urban radio all the time.
Yep, and he's got. I like that he's done some great collaboration with the Latino community. He's done it with the hip hop community. He's done everything reggae on different continents. So he's definitely a popular name when looking for a good, so among all the other great ones. But there's a reason why he got the most.
He has had 1 billion views for one of his videos, or it could be multiple videos. So he's definitely a star. And we saw where Portage was featured on one of the networks last night. Shaggy was on Year's Night, so I guess Jamaica doing well in terms of, getting some mainstream.
Recording in progress.
Stones came out with their top 200, and I think there were 5 Jamaicans on the list, including Dennis Brown. He had the biggest. He was the top, was the highest rated on the top 200. He had Bob Marley, Barrington Levy, Tootsie Bert, and Jevon. So lots of things happening in music.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Well, it has been an absolute pleasure, with you for the past how many years now?
10. We're going to call it 10, Anthony. We're going to call it 10 years, man. And I'm hoping.
Anniversary.
Yeah, man. I'm hoping you'll be here for that. March 25th. Yeah, Save the date, my brother. Yeah,
all
man.
Right.
Yeah, man. I know you got about a dozen sponsors in your back pocket, so I'm gonna send the package. You could come in a private jet when you're done. Just appreciate you, Anthony, man. And I want to tell you, man, all the best for the new year. Have a great and amazing 2023. Like you said, let's stay healthy. I wish you health and peace and prosperity, my brother.
I'm same back at you, man.
Thank you, man. All right, Anthony. Take care. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's Mr. Anthony Turner. I like to say he's hot on the burner with another fascinating eReport. The man covered so many topics, from Burner Boy to Buju and Beres to Sean Paul and his millions of views, etc., etc. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the great conversation continues right now, right here on the Wayne Hall Show after this.
Remember the song used to make you rock away.
Atlanta, can you imagine? It's been 10 years. The Wayne Hall Show, where information meets music, is celebrating its 10th anniversary. On Saturday, March 25th, 2023, from 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. at Legomere Restaurant and Event Hall. Live performances by Mellow Groove Band and poet Maxine Lyons. Music by DJ Cold Rise. Pre-sold tickets $50, at the door $55, which includes dinner. Get tickets now at thewaynehallshow.com. Powered by VIP Socio. Or you can call 917-892-4607 or 678-431-9390. The Wayne Hall Show celebrates its 10th anniversary. Saturday, March 25th, 2023 at Lake Ramere Restaurant and Event Hall. Located at 706 Grayson Highway in Lawrenceville, Georgia. Everyone is invited to come out early and enjoy this celebration. It's the Wayne Hall Show's 10th year anniversary.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the Wayne Hall Show 10th anniversary coming up. Save the date, March 25th. But right about now, I want to jump over to Zoomland and bring in my brother, Mr. Marlon Reggaevibes Radio, Media, Big Tunes, you name it. It's all Mr. Marlon, folks, ladies and gentlemen. How are you, Marlon? Good evening, sir.
I'm doing good, Wayne. Well, am I live? Can you hear me?
Live and going out in living color, loud and clear. Live, right, loud, great. And clear. I like it.
All right. So first of all, Happy New Year's, Wayne.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
Thank you.
What's up there, man?
you know, this is actually 1 year old. I started it last year this time.
I guess when I saw it last, I was thinking you just didn't need to shave, but no, I realized it's
no, it's actually a thing.
The man is sporting a beard, ladies and gentlemen. So it's good to see. Yes, good to see you. Yes? Mm-hmm. Yes. So, all right. Good to have you, Mr. Folks. And how is everything in general? I mean, ladies and gentlemen, this is pioneering figure at Reggaevibes Radio, the long-standing home of the Wayne Hall Show, along with Mr. Gucci London. For those who don't know, they're since grown and blossomed. We have Reggaevibes Media, and we have the production side of things. So what's the state of what's going on in Mr. Folks' world? What do you want to share with the audience at large about what you're doing, man?
All right. So for the most part, everything is great. Of a few things bubbling. I'm actually in Jamaica right now, because we did the intimate show,
yeah,
Buju Beres, Yeah, so running back to New York in the next couple of hours. But from what I understand, New York is in the 50s, so it's not so, not like when I lived the other
If
day.
you're in Jamaica and New York is in the 50s, I think I know where I'd want to be myself.
Oh no, well, yeah, it's a no-brainer. But yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So, yes, and you mentioned intimate, and
Yes.
it's the show on everybody's lips, man. Everybody, boy, I never seen people try so quickly to get out clips and streams and whatever, of that event. It was truly one of the most talked about, attended, and what social media mentioned event of my time. So I'm gonna turn this over to you, man. You were there. I mean, yeah. I'm curious. First of all, where did the show take place?
In Priory, in St. Anne. I think it's the same venue that Anthony mentioned, where Rebel Salute is going to be kept, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And Sting was held over there, Boxing Day as well.
Oh,
yeah.
So that's the new go-to location now for the big shows.
Yeah, but the funny thing, Wayne, is that you might know that we have an extended Reggaevibes media team in Jamaica, right? So
yes.
So that team went to Sting the other day.
Yes.
And we heard rumors that there's usually like a traffic bottleneck of several hours. So they went in and out of Sting, no traffic. It was decent. So we kind of had the same mindset that we were gonna be, but it wasn't the case. It took us like a 4 hours, and people were taking like 5 hours just to get maybe like from Portmore to the actual venue, which it should just be like an hour and 10-minute drive. So traffic was crazy.
Whoa. See, and I don't understand. See, when I went to the Buju show, the logistic arrangement was, I think, I don't know if it's because it was the National Stadium.
Yeah.
But for some reason, it was very good compared to what I'm hearing from Intimate. It was, I don't remember traveling to the show being a problem, and getting out was a breeze. So that probably is a location issue.
Not only a location issue. I think the difference as well is that the show, and I mean, I'm sure we can get the numbers, but from what I see, that venue, the capacity is like maybe a decent 5-6 times larger than what the stadium can hold.
Okay.
So and it was like jam-packed.
The stadium's capacity is what? Officially 25,000?
I'm not even sure, but this place was
Whoa, that's huge. That's huge. Wow, that's huge. Well, so okay. Well, it took you 4 hours to get there, but once you get there.
Yeah, so once I get there, and just to piggyback off what Anthony was saying, where the lineup is concise. It was only Buju Beres advertised on Marcia, Taurus, Lust, and so that was kind of like the lineup. And when we got there, we were lucky enough to catch Diani and Nitikochi. So those were like just 2 acts that came on before the main show started. So obviously not a lot of performers, but after we witnessed Nitikochi, who did a great job. We kind of like missed Diana's performance. Then it was Lust who came on, and as expected, Lust had a really, really great performance.
Yes,
vocals on point. Everything well received. The songs hits after hits. So Lust did their thing, and then you had the band changes. All right, so the initial band changes were doable. They had like the DJs, entertaining the crowd. And the crowd, decent selections. Like they did a really great job. So that went well. I think the first band change might have been maybe like 20 minutes.
Wow.
But then you had Lust, and after Lust, you had Marcia Griffiths, who came on. Her catalog is yes, and she also did a tribute to Bob Andy, with some of her collabs. Yeah. And she received an award from Red Stripe there as well.
Okay, nice, nice. See all the little stuff we all didn't know happen, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
That's why we need Mr. Folkes report.
All right. So let me just let in the audience on a little thing. So we covered the event, as Reggaevibes Media, and we did the recaps. A typical recap. So a typical set was maybe like 1 hour long performance.
Yeah.
And then we did some recaps for like 20 minutes. So and those were doing really well on YouTube. They got quite a few thousand views, but at some point we they reached out to us and advised that the recaps are way too long, so we had to cut them down to 5 minutes, unfortunately. So each performer, we have like a 5-minute clip on Reggaevibes Media YouTube.
Okay.
And kind of like just check out and see what's going on.
So just Reggaevibes with an S or a Z?
Oh, S.
Reggaevibes with an S. Reggaevibes Media, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Nice.
And then after Marcia, there was Taurus. Again, another exceptional performance. He did his thing with the hits. She's Royal, Stay With You.
Yes.
Yeah, you know that is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and one of the highlights is that he brought on his son on stage. I think, if I'm not mistaken, his son is 12 years old.
Oh.
So he played the guitar and nice rendition.
Okay, because I heard about that, but I didn't hear it to the extent that the son participated. So he played his guitar. Okay, nice.
Guitar, yeah.
So there was Jimmy. Was it Jimmy? His daddy's name was Jimmy Riley, right?
Yeah, Jimmy Riley.
Jimmy,
yeah.
Then Taurus. What's Taurus's son's name?
It's eluding me right now.
Okay.
I think I had it in the description somewhere. Yeah. So,
leave it to me to ask, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And just a little another backstory is that the show is advertised from 5 to 12, right?
Yeah.
I think it actually started maybe sometime like 8 o'clock. That's when it actually started. Well, they said gates open at 5. Show starts at 7, and it's supposed to finish at 12. It actually went all the way to like 4 a.m.
Oh.
So by this time, when they're doing the last band change, where Beres and Buju is supposed to come on, this at this point was maybe like 1:30 around then. So people are getting a little restless. The band change took a little while, but and to be honest, Wayne, for the size crowd and everything, like shoulder to shoulder in VIP, and then you have like acres of land going all the way back in general, and people, they're pretty, for the most part, they were receptive to the fact that people are running late, people get stuck in like 5-6 hour traffic, so they hung in there. And eventually, the man of the moment came on, Father Beres.
Yes.
Can do no wrong. Yeah, Father Beres came on, and they were kind of like hamping it up just to be like, which one of these great performance should come on first? Should it be Buju? Should it be Beres? So eventually, after that 1 hour band change, which I think was the only minor sore point, and it's minor in the sense that the DJ, Jabba from Art 97.
Okay, Jabba.
He did a really great job, just keeping people at bay, playing some.
He's good like that, man.
Yeah,
yes.
for the band change. So, but long story short, by Beres came on, everybody was just ready to go. They forgot about the band change. They forgot about the fact that they were always in traffic, and Beres started it off. Did a few collabs where Buju ran on. Did a little one collab and run off back. And
teasers.
Little teasers. but Beres was just going hits after hits after hits as and people expected. So
yes.
that was great. And then eventually Buju came on. If I'm not mistaken, Beres did like a decent 1 hour plus set. And then Buju came on and probably did something similar. Hits after hits.
Yes.
Like I said, the show eventually ended after 4 a.m.
Wow. So let me bring in some comments here because some folks are weighing in. Yes. Let's see here. Same venue as Rebel Salute. Sting had a smaller crowd. Someone is, I guess, commenting on the fact that the traffic might have been the crowd. Oh, I got to shout out Sarita Kenny. Sarita, how are you? And Sarita is saying it's the location. And Venice Bow is saying the high point for her was Taurus Riley and his son. I guess that's what she's referring to. And thanks for posting, Sarita, where you can go find the highlights. Yes, thank you. All right, so very interesting. Now, our people are so hard to please. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, it's exactly 9 o'clock. All right, if you're interested in the time, it's 9 p.m. right here on the Wayne Hall Show. Good evening again. Thank you to everyone listening. Speaking with Mr. Marlon Folkes of Reggaevibes Radio. He was down there, still in JA, covering the intimate event featuring Beres and Buju. So our people are hard to please. I hear people complaining about this is not the best Beres they saw, and that you kept looking back at something. I know from covering events that on the ground it's different. The sound, the ability to span the entire happenings. What's your take on in terms of that kind of critique?
All right. So production-wise, I really didn't have any issues. The sound for me was decent. It was good sound.
Mm-hmm.
And people have to realize as well, Beres is an old man. You know what I mean? Like, he's been performing and he's doing his best. I'm even surprised he could even do what he did.
Every time he jumped, I was so nervous. Long.
Yeah, so I mean, in context, you have to realize that Beres is still doing his best as possible. His age considered, and Wayne, and if I could be on stage for like an hour, jumping up and down and singing at the same time, so. I mean, that's his job, but I think all things considered, it was a great job, from where I was looking.
Yes, and, man.
The production was nice, though. Like the screens and the setup, the audio, for me was decent.
So let me try to get a. I was at the Buju show when he returned in the stadium. I've never been to this location where every year I'm gonna go to Rebel Salute and never made it. I've never made it, but every year I'm gonna go the next year. But in terms of venue, why is it you think we're hitting on that venue so hard now? Is it just the capacity, or?
Well, I think the capacity is a factor.
Okay.
It's a really big venue.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, the show was highly anticipated. Like, people were sending me flyers up from the show maybe 8 months ago, like when the show was just announced. So people, it was just bubbling up to be as huge as it is. Like in VIP, and as people might know, where it's like $200 per ticket. It was like shoulder to shoulder, So obviously they needed a really big venue just to facilitate the expectation and the anticipation for such a big show. Buju Beres combo, right. That's like really crazy.
A lot of the posts, Sarita says the show was good. A lot of the posts we're seeing, all right, Maxine, Beres is still in his prime. You gotta be careful how we talk about Beres, Lord have mercy, boy. You better be careful how we talk about Beres, Somebody says maybe Beres was just a little tipsy. Not me. Those are the views, not necessarily the views of the Wayne Hall Show. All right. But a lot of the highlights and what people were, the tagline, so to speak, was reggae is alive. Reggae is kicking. Reggae is alive and well. Having experienced it, what's your take on that? Why do we need to say reggae is alive? The MC before Beres came on the show said, Miss Elise Kelly, and I'm paraphrasing here, something to the effect that they're trying to, take away our good music, do stuff to our good music. But having experienced it, what's your take on all that sentiment about, reggae being alive? I mean, reggae is not threatened. I don't think it's an endangered genre.
Well, I think the thing is the common narrative right now, just with the the IG age and the internet age, social media. You're gonna see more prevalence from dancehall, from the skanks and what might be trending or what might be hot for a few days. So and because reggae is more, not to make that comparison, but the music usually lasts longer. It takes a longer time to longer shelf life and everything. It may not have that quick buzz.
Yes.
That social media is looking for. So it's kind of like suppressed, but it's not dead. It's just like, in the background there, still not going anywhere though.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. And if you look at the comparison, like I said, to make a comparison with Sting's show before, just with the traffic situation and the fact that this show, like a lot of people flew into the island, and a lot of tourism dollars and stuff like that. It just proves the fact that reggae is still there. It's just not that, doesn't have that hype, but it's not going anywhere.
It is not dancehall, but it is within itself very much alive and well, and the world still loves it. Anything else you want to add before you go, Mr. Folkes?
Just Wayne, definitely congratulations to you with your accolades, all your awards. The fact that you're part of the Reggaevibes family. I remember you alluded to it. I remember when Gucci introduced me to you and said, "Yo, this hosting bad. and once I heard the content, I'm like, yeah, Wayne is the real deal. So definitely thanks for being a part of the Reggaevibes family. And I don't know if I have 30 seconds, I can plug an event real quick.
Yes, man. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Right. So back in 2020, Anthony B did a record for the Reggaevibes label called Black and Proud. People can Google it or Google it or YouTube it. But in any case, we have an event upcoming just to piggyback off that song, Black and Proud. Intentionally, it's being kept Black History Month in February 25th, and it's going to be in Club Amazura in Queens. So just telling people, if you happen to be in New York, New Jersey, tri-state area, definitely try to be at that event. It's going to feature Anthony B and Turbulence, more artists to be added, and I'm
loving it, man.
Yeah, so it's not as big as the Buju Beres concert, but yeah, definitely. If you know how Anthony B and Turbulence perform, and
yes,
the content behind it, and the substance, you definitely don't want to miss such a great concert.
That carries a special vibe to it, and Amazura is intimate, so.
That too.
So it's a great location for that kind of vibe and that energy. So it's the Black and Proud. It's the Anthony B. Tell me again. Anthony B. Black and Proud concert. February 25th, Amazura, New York. You better send me all that details, sir. So I can be throwing that in my report that comes up right after you hang up here. So all right,
I'll definitely try to get them on the show as well. Just to. Sorry about that. Something popped up on the screen. I'll definitely try to get the artists just to come on the Wayne Hall show, and I know you'll pick their brains and hype up everything.
Yes, man. We got to create that energy, that positive energy that come around with them. I got to shout out Rough Top Rock Eye. He says the reggae boss is in the building. Up and thankful. You are the reggae boss. All right. See there.
And incidentally, Rough Top Rock Eye is going to be on the show as well.
He's going to be on the show. There you go. See?
Another one of the Reggaevibes family.
Yes. I look forward to getting there one day. The Wayne Hall anniversary concert. Let me dream. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, great conversation. By the way, one Miss Venice Bowie says, awesome report. So you've got no passing grade from the audience, sir.
Oh, that nice. Thank you.
You're good to go.
Appreciate it.
Yes, man. Yes, it's always good to see you, DJ Marlon. Nittyphonic, however you know him, ladies and gentlemen, passing through to tell us about Intimate and other stuff. It was pretty cool. I enjoyed this business chat, reggae in general. Thank you, man. You have a great year. All the best with the Black and Proud show and everything else, all things Reggaevibes. And appreciate you. And thanks You're telling me, you're shouting me out. I have to say big up to Reggae Vibes for being the home of the Wayne Hall Show, because no matter what I do and where I go, I can't look behind me. You can't even see me, the Wayne Hall thing, a Reggae Vibe. Which side? Reggae. Oh, wait, I don't use the cameras, See, it's it's on the Reggae Vibe. See, you can see the Reggae Vibes bigger than the Wayne Hall Show. You see? So, all right, man. But thanks for everything. All the best for 2023.
Yeah,
all right. Okay. You take care. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. Marlon, folks.
Remember the song used to make you rock away.
Atlanta, can you imagine? It's been 10 years. The Wayne Hall Show, where information meets music, is celebrating its 10th anniversary. On Saturday, March 25th, 2023, from 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. at Legomere Restaurant and Event Hall. Live performances by Mellow Groove Band and poet Maxine Lyons. Music by DJ Cold Rise. Pre-sold tickets $50, at the door $55, which includes dinner. Me and my friends get tickets now at thewaynehallshow.com. Powered by VIP Socio. Or you can call 917-892-4607 or 678-431-9390. The Wayne Hall Show celebrates its 10th anniversary. Saturday, March 25th, 2023 at Lake Ramere Restaurant and Event Hall, located at 706 Grayson Highway in Lawrenceville, Georgia. Everyone is invited to come out early and enjoy this celebration. It's the Wayne Hall Show's 10th year anniversary.
All right. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, save the date, March 25th. Yes, looking forward to seeing you here. So Maxine Lyons, what you say now? I want to shout out Tatiana Figueroa. Hey, Tashmaya, big up. You've been going to Rebel Salute since 2017 and can't reach. January just jump out sudden. Maybe that's the reason I haven't made it yet too, man. You do all these things and then it's Christmas and then you want to catch your breath and it's time for Rebel Salute. But one of these years, I'm telling you, one of these years I'm going to just go quietly. Watch me. All right, so let's see what we got going on in the community. Of course, my flyer would pop up first, but that's not until March 25th. So let me do this, ladies and gentlemen. Big shout out to all my Grenadians, everyone from the Spice of the Caribbean. The Spice of the Caribbean Association of Georgia invites you to join in their celebration of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique, their 49th anniversary. Yes, 1974 to 2023. It's their dinner and dance independence celebration. And this is going to take place on Saturday, February 11th, inside the Legomere Event Hall at 706 Grayson Highway, Suite 208. Ladies and gentlemen, the tickets are $45. It includes dinner. It's a cash bar, cocktail hour, and there's a raffle for $10. If you want to know more, please call Dawson at 845-219-8149, Dennis 404-839-8468, or Cheryl at 404-285-3424. So Grenada's Independence Dinner and Dance on February 11th at Legomere. What else we got for you? All right, the Atlanta Caribbean Lions Club presents their annual fundraising dinner and gala formal attire on Saturday, February 18th. And this takes place, starts at 6 p.m. There'll be door prizes, live music, Two's Company, Ken Rice, saxophonist, and Alexander, guitarist, DJ Boy. And it's going to be at the Kit Labs, 640 North Avenue Northwest, Suite 200 in Atlanta. Tickets are $60, RSVP, February 8th. And community initiatives, they look at things like diabetes, vision, hunger. And your payment options include PayPal and Zelle. Zelle would be AtlantaCaribbeanLions@gmail.com. That's AtlantaCaribbeanLions@gmail.com if you want a Zelle. And the PayPal is py.pl/LYYXN. So you can call 770-835-5169. That's 770-835-5169. 5169, the Atlanta Caribbean Club. And all that's happening in the month of February, right? And then you have my event coming up in March. That's right. Let me take this one off. Yep. So that's my event on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. You can get the tickets on my website, thewayneallshow.com. I want you to get your tickets early because it's not a 5,000 seat venue. So you want to get your tickets early and come out and see Maxine Lyons, poet and songstress, man. I just love the way she used our culture and our way of speaking and lifestyle. She left from work, go at work. Things like Jamaican would say, she put it in poetry and song. And so you're going to enjoy her. We have Mellow Groove Band on the stand. They're classic. They're going to be just great. And then we have DJ Cold Rice in between that to just lift off the roof. DJ Cold Rice will be serving it up hot. Don't make the name fool you. All right? So I look forward to seeing some folks there. Tickets, www.thewayneallshow.com. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Wayne All Show continuing here. We're going to have another conversation, which will be followed by some more music towards the end here. We're going to close out with another burst of music right here on the Wayne All Show. But before that, we're going to have a very, informative conversation with one of our candidates for the, Global Diaspora Southern States elections coming up. And her name is Miss Janice Mcintosh, and I can't wait to get over to Zoom and join her. So let me do that, ladies and gentlemen. And there she is on your screen. Good evening and welcome. How are you?
Oh boy, Wayne, it has been too long. I should have been on your program a long time ago, but I said better late than never, so I'm happy to be here.
Yes, two things I hear: better late than never, and God's timing.
Yes.
So it's right.
So
it's right. Mm-hmm. Yes, man. But it's a pleasure to have you. Really looking forward to just learning about you and your passion for what you're seeking to do for us here in the diaspora. And it has to go with knowing a little bit about you, I'm sure. So let's see here. So tell us about Janice Mcintosh and why do you feel you're the best suited for this role? So, but first, just tell us about you. It's always so good to learn about someone that's just poised to make an impact on our community.
Again, thank you, Wayne. It's really wonderful to be on your program. I migrated to the U.S. fairly late by some standards. I came in 2009. Some people are here 30 years, 40 years. I only just come. And I held the position as Jamaica National, which is JN Bank, which is formerly Jamaica National Building Society. I was a chief rep there for 11 years, but with the company for 17 years. So many persons may know me from the JN arm of things. And I've worked with various charities and organizations. So I've always been in service. And as I say, as a plain land, as I say, I have been doing a lot of work in the diaspora, joining organizations like the Jamaica USA Chamber of Commerce, as a director, J. Wolf, which is Jamaica Winner, Florida. I am now vice president. I'm president-elect for February. I was also president of my alumni, which is Immaculate Conception High School. I have been a part of CASA, which is the Caribbean Americas Soccer Association, a trustee member of the Lauderdale Chamber of Commerce, and the list goes on. And I'm also a minister, I would say a servant leader then in my church for women and children's ministries. And I am married for 21 years this year, and I have two children, Jessica and Jenna. They're 18 and 16, and they're avid volleyball players. And my husband's name is Peter. So that is me in a nutshell.
Love it. I guess you're celebrating that the Reggae Girls, you're a soccer affiliate, so I guess you're celebrating that the Reggae Girls have made it to back-to-back World Cups, right?
Yes. So happy.
I imagine you would be.
Yes,
Wow.
very happy.
Great.
Yes.
So much there you know what? That was a bit to take in, but also, again, it surely shapes a conversation when you can appreciate someone's background. So thank you for telling us about yourself. And I'm curious now, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, the global, can we talk a little bit about the diaspora so folks understand why you're on this mission to represent us? The Global Jamaica Diaspora Council.
Yes.
Just share with our audience what's this diaspora council we're talking about?
Yes, so the Global Jamaica Diaspora Council representative is actually a successor of the Diaspora Council Advisory Board position that was there previously. And I know that the government of Jamaica, they have always had this seat, this advisory council seat, because they see the need to really engage with the diaspora, because you have more Jamaicans living outside of Jamaica than you do have inside of Jamaica. And so when we look at countries like Israel and India, they are very successful diasporans where the people outside of Israel and India, they give back to their countries. And so that's why the countries have been doing so well. And they look out for each other. Mm-hmm. And I think that was the example that Jamaica saw and said, listen, Jamaicans are a little bit with Talawa, and we may not have the economic power as those countries, but we can certainly engage our diasporans to see if there's any benefit to having the diasporans do anything for Jamaica, not only about charitable work, but also to share its skills. If there's any skill sets that are available in Jamaica, maybe instead of hiring an expatriate, you could actually hire a skilled Jamaican to do the same services that you would. And I don't know if you know this, Wayne, that even in the hotel sector, you'll have these chefs, these world-class chefs from different countries, and they're working in the Jamaican hotel industries. But you have Jamaican chefs who are at that same level, Michelin chefs that can do the same work. And so that's the kind of engagement that we really want to the diaspora. And it will be the same thing. So what the Jamaican can do for us, and we can do for them as well.
Great. So now that we've got an understanding of what the diaspora need is and what that structure is all about, tell us why you're best suited for the role.
Well, for me, I've always been in service. And one of the things that I've said, on my website is ever since the diaspora has been, the diaspora council or the need for this diaspora position has been in existence, I've always attended the conferences, but that's when I was living in Jamaica. So from maybe in the late 90s, that's when I started it. And I've always been at the conferences. And not only have I been at the conferences, but I've seen where they've had dialogue, with people from the USA, UK, Canada. And sometimes the conversation would stall. And every 2 years. So every 2 years they come back and they say, okay, where did we leave off? Where can we pick up back from? And it's really nothing. And so you change governments, you change ministers, you change positions, and there's really no continuity, there's no sustainability.
Right.
And so, so for me, I saw the frustration there and then, and I see the same thing now. And I'm saying, it really needs somebody who can come in, who understand from both ends what Jamaica, the government of Jamaica is trying to achieve. And when I say government, I'm not talking about a party. It's really successive government. So I always say, when you're in Jamaica, you're a GLP or a PNP, but when you're outside of Jamaica, you're just Jamaican. And, what I really want to see is some kind of continuity and sustainability, and to have benchmarks as to what, has the Diaspora Council Rep done. How can we create some accountabilities? How can we have benchmarks, milestones? And is it working? Is it worthwhile? Is it accomplishing what's intended to do? So for me, I really want to put those checks and balances in place and get a team together, work with all the organizations, and hear from them what they need. Because the last thing I'd want to do, Wayne, is to say, we want to vote in the general elections, and I haven't heard from the diaspora. That's their main thing. I know sometimes people say my main objective is crime, my main objective is healthcare.
Yeah.
So it is really to hear from the diaspora, which again, that's the engagement part of things. What's important to you? And that's the voice I want to be to relay back to the government of Jamaica through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade.
Great. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking with Miss Janice Mcintosh, and she is candidate for the
Global Jamaica
Diaspora Council representative, which encompasses the 13 states that
13 states.
There are 13 states that are included. States that we're not programmed to think we can find a lot of us, but we're so everywhere. Like Arkansas.
And I want to name them. You have Alabama,
yes,
Arizona, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Louisiana, Mississippi, New Mexico, North Carolina, South Carolina, Oklahoma, Tennessee, and Texas.
Oh my goodness. Yes. And you know, we it doesn't matter where you go and hang out for 24 hours, you're running to a Jamaican.
You
start talking, you see somebody look up at you and they listen and you're why that person looking? Next thing you know. All right. Yeah. So you've expressed where there is a need for someone who can understand what a government might need done on this side. And as you mentioned, it's not necessarily a party, but what is needed. So do you have a plan for what you will do in the position?
Well, you know, I tell you something, Wayne, that's an excellent question. And that's one that I'd like my successor, you know, of the Diaspora Council seat for whomever wins the election. That I would want that, the plan I'm going to share now, I'd want that to be what I'd pass on to my successor. I would have loved my predecessor to pass on to whomever it is who would have won the position. And it would be good if I would have gotten a baton to really, you know, run in this role. But, you know, for me, the place I would start with first is, as I put it on my website, janicemcintosh.com, is I'm running on a campaign of FIRST, which is FIRST, which is to facilitate and engage the diaspora. I want to be as inclusive as possible, which is the I, and not make the diaspora groups seem like an exclusive group. You know, once you're outside of Jamaica, you're part of the diaspora. R for respect. I want to earn that respect of my fellow diasporans around shared values, that's the S, and trust. No, so the first thing I would want to do is to see where, like to institute like a mechanism, like a questionnaire to find out the needs of the diasporans, and then formulate strategies to create effective, just to create effective strategies around certain issues. Between Jamaica and Jamaicans here in the diaspora and Jamaicans at home. And we know, Wayne, that there are very big issues to tackle. So I know that the platform right now is to deal with X, Y, and Z, but I'm telling you, you have big issues like healthcare, you for mental health issues, social services, crime, pensions. You know, when I was looking at Jamaica National, you know, one of the things that people come into all the time and say, listen, I can't get my pension. You know, there's a big thing for people who have worked hard and long in Jamaica and they are of age to get their pension, they can't get it. What are some of the things that we can do to make it easier for the people in the diaspora to access what is rightfully theirs? You know, buying property in Jamaica, tax breaks for returning residents, children and families. We know, we hear about all the issues related to childcare in Jamaica and, you know, the abuse of certain children. How can we deal with that as, you know, people in the diaspora? And the list goes on. So the needs in the diaspora are there. We don't want to be forgotten either. We feel that you know, there has to be a level of inclusivity where we feel that, you know, Jamaicans, the government of Jamaica will listen to us and we will listen to them, because there are issues. But I think it's first to find out, where are we now? What do we want to do? And how do we get there? So I would never purport to start with a plan to say, well, I'm going to tackle healthcare first or tackle crime first. I need to find out exactly what does the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade want to tackle. We come to table around the council, and then they'll give us our mandate and we go ahead. It's on a passive position, because we can always object to say, well, no, we find that this is more important. But again, this will have to be done via a mechanism like a questionnaire, a research or something, so we can know that we are tackling the issues that are real and present to the people of the diaspora.
You know, the needs between the diaspora and the mainland, yeah, they stand out. And you know, it's almost like customer service in the diaspora and what they're used to here is so different when you encounter what should be a similar service back home. That's not an easy gap to bridge. And so I'm listening and I'm thinking, and I'm looking also at your first facilitation, inclusivity, respect, shared values, trust. Now, which of these elements would you single out as most vitally needed right now? Which would be most crucial one? You're saying you don't want to say you're going to hit healthcare or you're not going to touch, you know, but of these elements that you're sharing, that forms the nucleus of your plan, which one you think is going to be most effective early on? Where's the low-hanging fruit here?
Thank you for that question. I think for me, inclusivity. And I believe that in order to make a serious impact, you must be as inclusive as possible. And when I say inclusive, Wayne, I don't only mean in people, because that's a given, but I also mean in dealing with matters that seem taboo to many Jamaicans, such as sexuality, sexual preferences, religion, mental health, children having children. We are one Jamaica, and what affects one affects all. So therefore, we must view this role as a holistic one, where everyone can feel included in the conversation and ultimately make us all better people. So it's not just about, you know, issue of crime or whatever, but things that affects all of us. And I think that, as I said before, you know, if you feel excluded from the conversation or from the table, you will have no part to play in anything that we talk about. So inclusivity to me is like the most important thing.
And then inclusivity brings with it a lot of things. There's equity, there's empathy, there's all that
Correct.
stuff, right?
Definitely.
Okay.
Like Jamaicans have always found taboo, you know, mental health issues, you know, homosexuality or even sexuality on its own. You know, there are many people that have even got, amnesty from Jamaica because of certain issues. And so even though it's not something that people like to talk about, but it exists. And we can't bear our head in the sand and say, well, you know, it doesn't affect me, so therefore we don't care. We have to care. We are all citizens of Jamaica, and we have to care. So inclusivity to me is really one of the biggest things.
You're listening to Miss Janice Mcintosh, ladies and gentlemen, and she's Global Jamaica Diaspora Council representative, a nominee. And nominee, yes. It's the Diaspora Council representative nominee. Okay.
Correct.
I don't want to say she's the representative. We didn't have the elections yet. She's going to tell us all about that. But, you know, one of the things I'm really going to strive to do on this platform is to try and embrace more of what is under the umbrella of the diaspora and our global Jamaica diaspora, because it's almost like it exists and people don't know about it. It's the average person in the diaspora, honestly, is not aware of this diaspora council, and is not aware that they can actually take up issues here. And so I want to ask you, what do you think is lacking in the present condition of the Global Jamaica Diaspora Council? And do you think you can fix it? What's lacking?
Well, you know, I don't think I can fix it on my own. I think what I could possibly do is bring the issues to the fore. You know, there are people on the sidelines, you know, that they're like, what is that? What is this diaspora thing about? I mean, okay, we live outside of Jamaica, so we are a diaspora, but why do you need to have a council? Why do we have to have an organization that represents us? Why can't we just live freely by ourselves and don't care what happens, you know, to Jamaica or Jamaicans? And that is really a point of view that some people do hold, but it's one I would never encourage. And here is why I say this. You know, Jamaicans, just like every nationality, they're proud of who they are. But Jamaica has done so much for us and has put us on the map, you know, culturally, you know, sports-wise. I mean, we have done very well on the world stage. And anywhere you go, identify yourself as a Jamaican, you'll get a reaction, whether it's good or bad. You know, we're the extreme in everything, but we are very hardworking, resilient people. And, you know, one of the things I would say to persons who are on the sidelines and don't feel a part of the diaspora is this. When they think of Jamaica, they always say, okay, well, I'm going home. You know, even though they might have homes in different places, but when they go to Jamaica, they always say they're going home. So there's obviously some kind of emotional connection to where they call home. And it is good to invest in that. And, you know, no matter where, some of the states we mentioned a while ago, Wayne, like Arkansas, Louisiana, wherever it is, there are associations there that actually deal with, that are Jamaica-centric, that deal with issues affecting Jamaica. So, you know, even as I mentioned, there are alumni associations. That is part of giving back to Jamaica. There are, you know, places like Jamaica USA Chamber of Commerce. There are various organizations or associations that deal directly with Jamaica. And, you know, they can actually get involved and not sit on the sidelines. Don't sit and point and say, okay, this is how it should be done, or this is, you know, don't criticize. Just get involved and be a part of the change that they want to see, you know? So I would say to anybody on the sidelines, get involved, you know, do something for your country, do something that's going to give back. You know, when we were young, Wayne, I don't know what year you left Jamaica, but, you know, we used to have national pledge for schools, or the national anthems, and they ring so true. You know, before God and all mankind, I pledge love and loyalty of my heart, the wisdom and courage of my mind, the strength and vigor of my body, the service of my fellow citizens, to stand up for justice, brotherhood, and peace, to work diligently and creatively, to think generously and honestly, so that Jamaica may under God in peace and beauty, fellowship and prosperity, and play your part in advancing well for the whole human race. Because I think you recite from your child, and I know that those things that I wrote, and it resonates with me as a Jamaican. And no matter how long I've left Jamaica, no matter how far and wide I go, Jamaica is home. And for me, I want to see Jamaica not only survive, but thrive. And when Jamaicans overseas does well, Jamaica does well. You know, because we whether we're sending back money home to Jamaica, or we are building Jamaica by going home and building and contributing to the economy, it really does make a difference. And so you don't move forward and don't look behind you at all. You know, he's not like Lot and his wife. You know, Jamaica is not a place like that. It's not Solomon and Gomorrah. But we have to really go forward, but at the same time still reach back to our brothers and sisters who need a helping hand. And that is what my mission is going to be.
So some good advice there on getting involved and how we can get roped in and participate. You know, I've often imagined that if all these states could filter through an effective channel that helps, you know, a process, because I've seen groups do things and they ship products and it gets stolen at the, you know, they ship goods and it takes 3 months to clear and all that. So definitely it would be great to see you know, a mechanism in place where all these groups, because everybody's probably going to want to try and be independent of each other, but it would be good to practice a little bit of the global in what we do sometimes. We have some experienced organizations that give back and some alumni that have been doing it and doing it very well, but it almost sounds like there need to be that kind of a central, you know, go-to that can help to, especially with the fledgling ones. Can you share for our viewers and listeners, you know, about registering and voting and just how we can do that?
Okay, well, I believe that registration may have closed, but the website is glojamcouncils.com. That's GLOCJAM and COUNCILS.com, or my website, JaniceMcintosh.com, and you vote under Southern states. And once you register, you're able to vote. But if you haven't registered, if the time has closed, unfortunately, there's no more time to vote. But the voting actually starts tomorrow, that is January 5th, and it goes up until about January 25th. And so there's a whole 3 weeks of voting. And once the voting ends, I think there are 4 or 5 candidates. I'm not even aware of all the candidates or all the nominees. Once the voting starts, you'll be able to choose your nominee for the representing the 13 southern states, and I guess the results will be forthcoming by the end of January, and the person takes up their council seat, I believe, in February or March.
Awesome. Can you repeat that website for me? I want to type it in the chat here. It's GLO.
GLOJAMCOUNCILS.com. It says glowjamcouncils.com.
Good. To
register.
Register. And voting would be on that same side?
Voting is going to, yes. To know what will happen is that they will send you an email to the email that you're registered with.
Okay.
And the ballot would come there, and you just do voting by electronic as well. So everything is virtual.
Awesome.
Everything is virtual.
Global Jamaica
Diaspora. It says Glow Jam Councils, yes.
Yeah.
glowjamcouncils.com.
Okay, I just wanted to drop this in the chat. So it's there. Okay, glowjamcouncils.com. glowjamcouncils.com. All right. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to Miss Janice Mcintosh, very passionate about her desire to serve as as the nominee for the Global Jamaica Diaspora Council here in the Southeast. Anything I might not have asked that you'd like to add to this conversation before we wrap up?
You said something, but just at the ending there about people wanting to do their own thing. And sometimes that's the downfall of Jamaicans, where, everybody wants to, elevate their own purpose, rather than coming as a collective. But you mentioned that, there's really beauty in uniting together and doing something under one umbrella rather than having it splintered. But, that doesn't work all the time. But, I would say that, as Jamaicans, we have to unite as Jamaicans. The uniting as Jamaicans is not only because we share, a cultural background or national background. But we also want to be able to assist in if Jamaica needs help. If there's a natural disaster, we know what happens, like it happened in Haiti when they had an earthquake. Coming upon their 13th anniversary now. Yeah. But we want to make sure that if there's a disaster in Jamaica, we're able to respond in a unified fashion. If there's something that Jamaica needs, we want to be able to respond efficiently and effectively, so that we can help our fellow citizens. And that's one of the things that I'd want to say. Think about that as part of our mandate as Jamaicans living in the diaspora.
Great. Mm-hmm. Wow, a lot there to noodle on. Thank you so much for taking time out to talk to us about your candidacy. I want to wish you all the best with the voting starting tomorrow.
Thank you. Yes.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, you can participate by going to glowjamcouncils.com to register and vote for our next Global Jamaica Diaspora Council representative here in the Southern United States. 13 states that our guest was kind enough to mention for us earlier. Good luck and all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
For
my pleasure.
Wanting to serve us. We need great servants.
Thank you so much, Wayne. It was my pleasure being on your program.
It was great having you. Thank you so much. You take care. All right. Bye-bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the show continues right here. And once again, want to shout out everybody listening on Linkage 101.7 and 104.5 FM, HypeFM, Clark TV Network, Viscosity Blend, Island Worldwide. Want to shout out Reggaevibes Radio, Yardflow TV, Energy Radio 1. All right. Want to shout out You Choose Radio, Fresh FM, and those watching on Mixcloud, Restream, YouTube, and Instagram. Also want to shout out everyone on the WayneHallShow.com. All right.
Remember the songs used to make you rock away.
Atlanta, can you imagine? It's been 10 years. The Wayne Hall Show, where information meets music, is celebrating its 10th anniversary. On Saturday, March 25th, 2023, from 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. at Legomere Restaurant and Event Hall. Live performances by Mellow Groove Band and poet Maxine Lyons. Music by DJ Cold Rise. Pre-sold tickets $50, at the door $55, which includes dinner.
Me and my friends
Get tickets now at thewayneHallShow.com. Powered by VIP Socio. Or you can call 917-892-4607 or 678-431-9390. The Wayne Hall Show celebrates its 10th anniversary. Saturday, March 25th, 2023 at Lake Ramere Restaurant and Event Hall, located at 706 Grayson Highway in Lawrenceville, Georgia. Everyone is invited to come out early and enjoy the celebration. It's the Wayne Hall Show's 10th year anniversary.
Listen, I got a shout out Mr. Lowell. How are you, Lowell? From the Morning Connection in Jamaica, man. Got a shout out Miss Minette and Mr. Lowell. That's right, the voice of the voiceless on Beres FM Radio down there in JA every morning 6 to 10, yes. That's all I'm gonna say right now. Want to shout out the First Lady Michelle. This is the voice of China Nicole. My songbird sister over there at Island Worldwide, the power of music. You know we need the firework here in 2023. I tell you what, I'm checking out some activity going on YouTube. I gotta say, all right, so let's see here. Maxie Lyon says she saw a few clips on Instagram. She loved it. Happy New Year, everyone. That's me. Let's see. Jamaica has more cars than roads. Okay. Yep, that's those were comments coming in when we had the report on the shows there. up there in St. Anne, huh? Mm-hmm. Wow, I'm telling you. Yep, never easy. Great show, great lineup of artists, and if people can't get to it, it's a problem. So, but I'm sure they'll work it out, right? We always fix things. We can fix some problems, don't we? And we just heard one of our candidates there, Miss Janice Mcintosh, talking about the importance of Jamaicans in the diaspora and our role back on the mainland, man. And I'm telling you, there's so many opportunities right here, right there in that conversation. So we'll be keeping our eye on the developments within the elections. Can't wait to see who our new representative is going to be. That's the second candidate we've interviewed on the Wayne Hall Show. And I encourage us in the diaspora to just start picking up our game in terms of keeping abreast with the needs down there on the mainland on how we can help. And I'm going to go as far as to say, that's why we're connecting with the voice of the voiceless, and there's more to come on that. Got to shout out King Tub on this cover. Alana Johns, good evening. I saw you earlier. King Tub.
Then he bought my cigarette and asked me for a light. And the nighttime gets so quiet, and his face got all expression. So if you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right. You got to know when to hold, know when to fold, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money while sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the deal is done. Every gambler knows what the secret to surviving, knowing what to throw away, knowing what to keep. 'Cause every hand's a winner and every hand's a loser. The best that you can hope for is to die in your sleep. And when he finished speaking, he turned back out the window, crashed out a cigarette, faded out to sleep. And somewhere in the darkness, the gambler he broke even. In his final words, I found the S that I can keep. You got to know when to hold, know when to fold, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money while sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the deal is done. You got to know when to hold, know when to fold, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money while sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the deal is done. You got to know when to hold, know when to fold, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money while sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the deal is done.
You are listening to The Wayne Hall Show. Show, where information meets music. Meets music. Meets music.
People suffer.
The sound of Rooftop Rakai. He's gonna be on the Black and Proud concert up there in New York, February 25th, Amazura. Rooftop Rakai, the world needs love. The world needs love, that's right. You're listening to the Wayne Hall Show. That's right. Gotta shout out Raga Stevie G on Mixcloud. Big up yourself. That's right. We're on Mixcloud. We're on Restream. Instagram. Hello over there. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Shout out to everyone again on all the platforms checking out the Wayne Hall Show tonight. It's the first one for 2023. And it's just a blessing to be here, man, and to be able to do this and to count down to my first ever event, my 10th anniversary celebration, March 25th. Get your tickets, thewayneallshow.com. All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, shout out to everyone. Linkage Radio, HypeFM, Clark TV, Viscosity Blend, Island Worldwide, Reggaevibes Radio, Yard Flow, Energy Radio 1, You Choose Radio, Fresh FM, Mixcloud, Restream, YouTube, IG, and thewayneHallShow.com. Thank you so much for listening. This is where I say live and let love. Don't forget, the only way to start at the top is if we're digging a hole. We need to look around for great things and praise them. Don't. What was the saying this evening? Don't be a warrior. Don't be a warrior. Be a warrior for good reasons, right? Don't be a warrior. Be a warrior for all the right reasons. Thank you for listening, ladies and gentlemen. The world needs love. More of Rough Top Rock Eye as we make our way out and say until next week, same time, same place. Another great show lined up. We're going to have Laviluja and then some right here on the Wayne Hall Show. Until then, see ya.